My name's Dan Burden. My journey with Dave Schreiner started back in 2016. My kids had a piece of property. It was set here in Beaver Creek, and at the time, I'm a member of the Ely United Methodist Church on Kemp Road, and we were doing some renovations there at the church, and I was part of the trustees at the time, and Vince there at the church said, "Hey, if you need somebody to talk to, you might want to reach out to Dave Schreiner." So I did, and brought Dave into the house, and they had a 1949 Lustron steel home that was set on the property, and it had some additions to it. It was very outdated, and I had this grandiose theme or project that I was going to do. We were going to go in, we were going to fix the house up for the kids. I had a set budget in mind, and I consider myself a fairly good handyman and jack of all trades, master of none. And we went in, and I said, well, we can fix this house, and I had a budget in mind, but I just didn't know where to start. So I got a hold of Dave Schreiner, and he met me over there, and told him what I wanted to do. And after he laughed at me and said, he said, "You're not even close." And so he said, "I can build you a better house on this piece of property for your kids for just a little bit more money than what you would put into this house to fix it up." So that started our journey to build a house. And so we started going through. We started with the blueprints, and we made some modifications to it. Dave came in and said, we can give you a full basement, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, and we can do this for just a little bit more than what you were going to spend on rehabbing what was there. Talked to the kids. Of course, they were on board with it. So we ended up going in, and we, as the owners, demolished everything that was there. And in September of 16, they went in and broke ground, dug the basement, and then everything progressed through, and we worked throughout the winter, and we wrapped up the house in April of 17. What I enjoyed about working with Dave is because I am somewhat handy. He tailored the package to what we could do to help save money. So he ended up coming in and building the structure, putting all of the basics in. So it came down to, hey, we can come in and we can save several $1,000s by us doing a lot of the finish work ourselves. And that's exactly what we did. We came in, we did all the siding on the outside, we set all of the cabinets, we ran all the flooring, we did all the tile work, we did all the trim, doors, and he sat there and he guided us through everything, 100%. And in the end, we got a much better house for a lot less money. A lot of sweat equity for about 4 months in there. But it was just phenomenal what Dave did for us to help facilitate to get the kids in at a lower price. Kids moved in about the 1st of May, I think it was, and since then they have nothing but great things to say about their house. It's super efficient. Their utility bills are exceptionally low for the house. It was an overall excellent working relationship with Mr. Schreiner and company. He's even come in after we finished doing work on their house. I actually brought him in to our house, and we actually did some more work with them. And I think a lot of when you're dealing with contractors, there's a lot of shady folks out there these days. And Dave Schreiner is a good Christian guy. He's going to tell it to you straight. He's going to lead you down the right road to give you the best sound advice that he can. And I knew that when I was going in to pull permits on my house, to work on my house. And the inspectors, they said, well, are you doing this work? And I said, no, I'm doing most of the finished work, but Schreiner Construction Company is the ones that's actually doing a lot of the heavy lifting. And they said, you have no problem. Exactly the same thing with the plumber. Gary from Bear Plumbing, phenomenal job. Went to pull the plumbing permit, and they asked me the same question. I said, this is who I have doing the work. The guy handed me the paper. He said, go pay for your permit and you're good. He said, your work will be done and right when they walk out the door. And I highly recommend Dave Schreiner. I have given him several recommendations, and I hope that those pay off for him in the future.